Mauricio Umansky was spotted leaving his Los Angeles residence earlier this week, looking unusually weary after a hectic string of events surrounding his professional and personal life. Just hours later, Kyle Richards appeared at his doorstep, completely unannounced. Sources close to the couple revealed that her visit was spontaneous, a heartfelt gesture meant to check in on Mauricio amid growing concerns over his emotional well-being. Onlookers described the scene as nothing short of touching. As Kyle stepped out of her car, Mauricio appeared at the door, and what followed looked like an exchange full of raw, unspoken emotion. Witnesses reported that they shared a long, comforting embrace, the type of hug that communicates far more than words ever could. Though cameras only captured a few seconds, those moments spoke volumes. Social media immediately erupted. Fans flooded platforms like X, formerly Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, sharing reactions that were both emotional and admiring. Many called it one of the most genuine displays of friendship and support in reality TV history. One user wrote, "Seeing Kyle show up for Mauricio, like that proves they'll always have each other's backs, no matter what." Mauricio, who has recently faced intense public scrutiny and an exhausting work schedule, appeared visibly moved by Kyle's sudden arrival. According to a close source, he was reportedly caught off guard but immediately softened when he saw her. The insider described the moment as deeply grounding for Mauricio, a reminder that no matter how chaotic life becomes, he has a support system that never wavers. In recent weeks, Mauricio has been photographed looking tired and withdrawn, often alone at events. But this unplanned visit seemed to shift something in his demeanor. Later photos from the day showed him smiling faintly as he walked Kyle back to her car. Observers noted the change, and fans couldn't stop talking about it. The look on Mauricio's face said everything. It wasn't romantic in the typical sense, but it was filled with warmth, gratitude, and mutual respect. The kind of connection that only comes from years of shared experiences, trust, and friendship. So why did Kyle make this surprise visit now? Sources close to her say it was purely an act of empathy and compassion. Despite their separate lives, Kyle has always been protective of Mauricio, especially when she senses he's struggling. Those who know Kyle describe her as someone who instinctively recognizes when a loved one needs grounding energy and never hesitates to offer support when it matters most. Kyle has always valued emotional connection over public perception, one insider shared. Her visit wasn't about getting attention or rekindling anything. It was about letting Mauricio know he's not alone, and that message resonated deeply. Fans online praised Kyle for her thoughtfulness, calling her the heart of Beverly Hills, and applauding the visit as a masterclass in genuine care. Clips of their reunion spread rapidly across social media. Within hours, videos of Kyle pulling up in her car and the pair embracing were trending worldwide. Emotional posts poured in, with fans expressing how deeply moved they were by the sight of two people who have faced countless highs and lows, still showing unwavering support for one another. One viral TikTok captioned, "True friendship doesn't always need words. Sometimes it's just showing up when it matters most," has already racked up millions of views. Comment sections overflowed with emotion. "This broke me," one user wrote, while another added, "I'm not crying, you're crying." Even celebrity peers chimed in, calling Kyle's gesture a rare moment of authenticity in an industry often driven by image and headlines. It wasn't about fame, reputation, or optics. It was about two people recognizing the humanity in each other. Mauricio and Kyle have long shared a bond built on trust, respect, and years of navigating the pressures of life in the public eye. Their connection extends far beyond any romantic or business ties. It's rooted in loyalty and genuine care. Though their professional and personal lives are busy and demanding, Kyle's surprise visit reminded Mauricio and fans of the enduring strength of their relationship. It's not about rekindling the past or changing their current lives. It's about honoring the depth of connection that survives challenges, time, and distance. For longtime viewers of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, moments like this are a rare glimpse behind the glitz and drama. They remind us that even amid luxurious homes, high-profile events, and the constant scrutiny of cameras, there is still space for real, heartfelt emotion. People who have followed Mauricio and Kyle over the years are calling this a healing moment, and perhaps that's exactly what it is. Two individuals navigating the complexities of life, choosing kindness over distance and empathy over ego. They showed the world that even in a high-profile, high-pressure environment, genuine human connection can thrive. So, what do you think about Kyle Richards' unannounced visit to Mauricio Umansky? Was it simply a friendly check-in, or is there a deeper bond at play that fans have yet to fully appreciate? After Kyle's surprise visit, Mauricio reportedly spent the rest of the day in a noticeably lighter mood. Sources close to the family say that even during routine business calls, his demeanor had shifted. Friends noticed him laughing more freely, his usual tension replaced by a calm warmth. It seemed as though a single act of genuine care had lifted an invisible weight he'd been carrying. The timing of Kyle's arrival was notable. In recent weeks, Mauricio has faced mounting pressure on multiple fronts: complex negotiations at work, ongoing public scrutiny of his family life, and the relentless demands of co-parenting. According to insiders, the combination had left him feeling stretched thin, emotionally drained, and somewhat isolated. Kyle's unplanned gesture reminded him that no matter the challenges, there were people who would always show up. Neighbors who witnessed the encounter described a scene filled with subtle, almost cinematic tenderness. One eyewitness recalled, "You could see the relief on Mauricio's face as Kyle approached. The hug lasted longer than expected. It was almost like time stopped for a moment." Others mentioned that Kyle seemed equally affected, her normally composed demeanor softened by genuine concern. In a city where appearances often take precedence over authenticity, this raw emotional exchange stood out. Fans of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills were quick to respond online, interpreting the moment as one of the most heartfelt instances of friendship in reality television history. Clips of the embrace circulated on TikTok, X, and Instagram, quickly garnering millions of views. Commenters expressed admiration for the unspoken understanding between the two. Kyle didn't have to say a word. Mauricio just needed her presence, one user wrote. Another commented, "This is what true connection looks like, not the drama we usually see." The visit also sparked conversations about the nature of support in high-pressure environments. Reality TV stars often present a polished, performative version of their lives, leaving fans to assume their relationships are built solely on appearances or alliances. But Kyle and Mauricio's exchange revealed something deeper, a bond grounded in empathy, history, and mutual respect. One source close to the couple explained, "Kyle has always understood Mauricio in ways few people do. She sees past the facade, and that's why this moment resonated so strongly." While the reunion was brief, its impact lingered throughout the day. Mauricio reportedly spent hours reflecting on their interaction, sending quick messages of appreciation to close family members and colleagues. Kyle, meanwhile, returned home with a sense of quiet fulfillment, knowing that her presence had made a difference. The simplicity of her act, a visit without agenda or expectation, highlighted a powerful truth. Sometimes showing up is more meaningful than any words or gestures could ever be. Interestingly, the timing of the visit coincided with renewed media attention on the Umansky-Richards family dynamic. Rumors and speculation about their relationships had been swirling for weeks, with tabloids analyzing every interaction and social media platforms abuzz with conjecture. Amid this noise, Kyle's choice to appear unannounced carried a quiet defiance. It wasn't about creating content, gaining likes, or controlling the narrative. It was about genuine human connection. Inside sources emphasized that Kyle's visit was not intended to spark drama or feed speculation. Instead, it reflected the values she has consistently exhibited over the years: loyalty, empathy, and emotional intelligence. She doesn't need the cameras to prove anything, one friend said. Kyle acts out of instinct and care, not for attention. That's what makes this so special. Fans weren't the only ones affected by the footage. Fellow reality stars and even celebrities outside the RHOBH universe commented on the surprising authenticity of the encounter. Many pointed out that in a world often dominated by spectacle, it's rare to see someone put someone else's emotional needs above the performative demands of public life. For observers, this spontaneous reunion became a reminder that relationships can exist beyond labels, contracts, or media narratives. Mauricio and Kyle's story also highlights the evolution of their connection over time. While some may assume that familiarity breeds complacency, the opposite seems to be true in this case. Years of working together, sharing family milestones, and supporting each other through personal challenges have created a resilient bond.